EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Throwing on first down, Dillard. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off play action. Dillard. Moncrief brings it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there for number 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Dillard going deep for Moncrief. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Back to throw. Dillard. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Here's Jake Camarda now. This will be taken at the 10. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And oh, right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Paul bringing it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Rams at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Dillard. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dillard. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Dillard completes it to Moncrief, left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off the play fake. Dillard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
White. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, this is White. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
Connection made with Shenault.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Paul. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go play action now. Jackson able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something.
Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, 28 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Dillard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
No, we change it.
Now Jackson on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go play action with Jackson. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
No, we change it.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught. It's Paul. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Paul, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least that went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The 20, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Left side to Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The drive starts with a run by White. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down and inches. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Able to slither by. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. On first and 10, Dillard. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
31, Rams 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
UCA.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Jackson on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throwing on 1st down. Dillard. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, Dillard. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Operating from the gun, Dillard looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught at the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bucs, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.